Hi everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood yoga teacher. My name is Bonolo. Today's flow is a quick yoga flow to help you start your day. Yesterday the president announced that there will be extreme social distancing, also known as a total lockdown. A lot of us are probably going to be stuck home and feeling hopeless and sad and out of touch with humanity. This quick yoga flow is to help you get connected with yourself. It is also intended to get your body moving, to stimulate your mind, to get you, feeling a little bit better. So let's get started. So we're going to start at the top of our mat, or maybe I should just face the camera so you can see me properly. So we're going to start standing. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. So we are going to take your two fists and place them in between your feet. So this is the distance that you're aiming for. The outsides of your feet should be parallel to the short sides The outsides of your feet should be parallel to the short side of the mat. So you're going to gently lift your toes, spread them out, and gently place them back on the mat. Lift your kneecaps, rotate your thighs internally, pull them back towards the midline. Tighten your core. Your navel reaching for your spine. And then you're going to lift your shoulders up and back. Your hands alongside your body, your palms facing forward, your chin parallel to the mat, your gaze straight forward. So you're going to inhale, lifting your hands, gaze goes up, exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop your right hand and shift your weight towards your right. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. The only thing that is moving is your upper body. You're going to slide your hand as low as you possibly can get and come back to center. Repeating on the other side, you're going to inhale, tighten your core, ground your feet. Exhale, slide your left hand and then slide the right side of your body towards your left. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. You're going to feel a stretch from your feet all the way past your hip, all the way to your right fingers. Your gaze is up, your core is engaged, and then release, coming back to center. One more time, repeating on the right. Exhale, sliding towards your right, sliding. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. Your core is engaged, your gaze is up, coming back to center, lifting, elongating your body, and then you're going to drop your left hand and stretch, leaning to the left. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. Your core is engaged. Your gaze is up, and then coming back to center. Palms come to touch, and then you're going to gently bend back, originating your bend from your chest. Your gaze is going to follow your hands, and then folding forward. You can even bring your hands to your shins and pull your shins towards your face. Your weight is going to be concentrated on the balls of your feet. It's going to be as if you want to lift your heels, but your heels are going to remain deeply rooted to the earth as you forward bend. You can gently bend your knees so that you're not hyperextending, but nonetheless you're getting a stretch on your hamstrings. Coming back up, Tadasana, prayer pose. Okay, so we're going to come back to the top of our mat and start our practice with sun salutations. Sun salutations are a great way to start your workout or a great way to start the day. It warms up your body, it calms your mind, it helps with detoxification, and it stimulates your thinking. So it's a great way to start the day. I'm going to move really slow so that you're following along, and I'm going to pause at each and every posture so that I give you a sense of where you're supposed to feel sensation, so that you're getting your your alignment proper. Okay, our feet are hip width apart. Gently lift your toes like we did earlier, placing them on the mat. Lift your kneecaps, draw your thighs towards the midline, engage your core. Your tailbone is tucked under. You want to avoid this and tuck your tailbone under. Your navel is reaching for your spine. Your shoulders go up and back. Your hands are alongside your body. Your palms are facing forward. You're going to take a deep inhale, coming into a slight back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Your spine is straight. Your gaze is forward. Exhale, place your palms on the mat, lifting your right leg, taking it all the way to the back. Your back knee comes to the ground. Flatten your foot. Inhale, lifting your arms, gaze goes up. Tighten your core. Tighten your core and sink just ever so slightly, making sure that your tailbone is tucked under. You want to feel the sensation of pulling your tailbone under. You don't want to stick it out like this. You're going to pull it under, engaging your core, lifting your arms. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Tuck your back toes, coming into downward facing dog. You're going to inhale, looking up, knees, chin, chest come to the floor. Your sit bones are lifted, and you're going to slide into cobra. Your elbows are bent, your kneecaps are lifted. Your gaze is up. You're using your back muscles to lift yourself, lifting through your chest, gazing up. Exhale, coming down, tucking your toes, and lifting into downward facing dog. So here, your heels are reaching for the floor, your kneecaps are lifted, your core is engaged. Your spine and your neck are one straight line. Your heart is reaching for your thighs. Your shoulders are rotating internally. Your all 10 fingers are spread out on the mat. All the four corners of your hands are deeply rooted to the earth. Inhale, lifting your right leg and gently placing it in between your hands. Back knee comes down. Inhale, lifting your hands, gaze goes up. Exhale, palms to the floor, lifting your back leg, placing it at the front of the mat. Spine is long. You can bring your hands to your shins so that you're not collapsing. Hands to shins. Spine is long. Your gaze is forward. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting your arms, slide back, bend, hands into prayer pose. Exhale. That was one half of sun salutation, classic sun salutations. So we did the right, now we're going to repeat on the left. Inhale, lifting your hands, take a slide back bend, your chest is shining, your gaze is following your hands, your palms. Exhale, folding forward. You can bend your knees here. The sensation you are aiming for is for your stomach to come into contact with your thighs. So you can bend your knees, let your head hang heavy, or you can straighten your knees for a deeper, or you can extend your knees if you want a deeper sensation, or if it's available to you, if you have the warmth or if you have the flexibility. Inhale, hands to shins, spine straight, gaze forward. Exhale, palms to the mat. Taking your left leg this time, coming into a low lunge. Knee comes to the floor. Knee comes to the floor. Inhale, lifting your hands, sinking slightly. Your core is engaged. Your tailbone is tucked under. Although if you're African, that might be difficult to see, but just the energetic movement of you moving your tailbone under is what we're aiming for. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back leg, coming into downward facing dog. Knees come to the floor, chin, chest come to the floor. Your sit bones are lifted. You're going to slide into cobra, using your back muscles to lift your back, chest shining through, gazes up, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, coming down, tucking your toes, lifting your sit bones up into the heavens. Your heels are reaching for the mat. Your kneecaps are lifted. Your thighs are rotating internally. Your core is engaged. Your spine, neck are one straight line. Your shoulders away from your ears. Your fingers spread out equally to the mat. Inhale here for 5 long, deep breaths. Your inhales and your exhales are in equal measure. You're inhaling through your nose, you're exhaling through your nose. On the inhale, you're going to look forward, lifting your left leg and placing it in between your hands. Your back knee comes to the ground. You're going to lift your hands, sinking a little bit further, tailbone tucked under, core engaged, gaze up. Exhale, hands come to the earth, taking your right leg and bringing it to the front, hands to shins. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting your hands, slide back, bend, palms come to touch, prayer pose. We're going to repeat our classic sun salutation, this time a little bit faster. I hope you'd be able to follow along. Inhale, lifting, taking a slide back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, palms to the mat. Right leg goes back, back knee goes down. Inhale, your ankle should be directly on top, sorry, your knee should be directly on top of your ankle. And then you are going to deep inhalation as you lift your palms, lifting your arms, sinking a little bit further. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Left leg goes back, coming into downward facing dog. Your knee, chin, chest come to the mat. Your sit bones are lifted, sliding into cobra. Using your back muscles to lift you up. Your kneecaps are lifted. Your chest is shining through. Exhaling, coming down, tucking your toes, lifting your sit bones, coming into downward facing dog. We're here for 5. Your heels are reaching for the mat. For 4, your kneecaps are lifted. For 3, your core is engaged, your sit bones are lifted. For 2, your spine, neck, one straight line. For 1, your shoulders are away from your ears. Your palms are flat to the mat. Your fingers are straight out. Inhale, looking up. Bringing your right foot in between your hands. Back knee goes down. Remember, your knee is directly on top of your ankle. Inhale as you lift your hands, sinking a little bit further. Taking your tailbone under, your core is engaged. Gaze goes up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Taking your left leg and lifting it forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting your hands up into the heavens. Palms come to touch. Prayer pose. Inhale, lift, slide back, bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg goes back. Left knee comes to the mat. Core is engaged. Knee directly on top of ankle. Inhale, lifting your hands. Gaze goes up, sinking further. Exhale, palms come to the mat. Right leg goes back, downward facing dog. Knee, chin, chest, come to the floor, sliding into cobra using your back muscles. Exhale, tuck your toes and lifting into downward facing dog. Your core is engaged. Your heels are reaching for the mat. We're here for 5 breaths. Your thighs are rotating internally. Your core is engaged. For 2, your spine is straight. For 1, your chest is reaching for your thighs. Look up, bringing your left leg in between your hands. Right knee comes to the mat. Remember, your knee is directly on top of your ankle. It's not splayed out like this, so this is what you're avoiding, making sure that you are here. Inhale as you lift your hands, tucking your core, tucking your tailbone under, sinking slightly, gaze goes up. Exhale, hands to the mat, taking your right leg and bringing it to the front, folding forward. Hands to shins, folding forward, lifting your arms, slide back, bend, palms come to touch, prayer pose. So we're here at the top of our mat. So I'll just come to face the camera so you can see me properly. You're here, the top of your mat. Once again, your feet are hip width apart. You're going to lift your toes and gently place them back on the mat for solidity so that your feet are firmly grounded onto the earth. Lift your kneecaps, rotate your thighs into the midline, tighten your core. Slide your tailbone under, lift your chest, shoulders go up and back, hands come to the sides of your body, palms facing forward. You're going to inhale, lifting your hands, and exhale, sinking. Bring your hands into prayer. Your core is tucked. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. When you look down, you should be able to see your toes. This is called chair pose. It is a difficult or awkward pose. It's an awkward posture, but it really does the most in terms of working your entire body. It works your thighs, it works your legs, it works your core. It is one of those postures that force you to tune in internally because there's a lot of work that goes into it. Your spine is straight. Maybe let me face this way so you can see the full expression of the posture. While here, you're going to tuck in your tailbone. You will feel it on your glutes. You will feel it on your core. Your spine is straight. Your legs are working. Your thighs are working. Your feet are rotating internally. Your shins are working. Your feet are deeply rooted to the earth. Your hands are on prayer pose. And then you're going to inhale, taking your right arm and placing it on the outside of your left knee, twisting, initiating the twist from your navel. Your hands are going to be by your heart, not here, not there, but here, right in front of your heart. Your gaze goes up. You are sinking as much as you possibly can and coming back to center. Without growing in height, you are going to gently take it to the other side. Your knees remain together. You are going to twist now to the right. Remember, your hands are directly in front of heart center. Your gaze goes up. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose, coming back to center, lifting and coming back to prayer posture. So you are going to now, we're here, so you're going to heel toe your feet wider than your hips, and then you're going to bring your hands into prayer pose and sink into a yogi squat or malasana. So while here, your elbows are pushing your knees wide open, giving yourself a hip opener or a stretch on the groin or your inner thighs. Your core is engaged. You can, if this is too much for you, you can find a thick book like a dictionary and place it underneath your bum so that it helps, so that it gives you a bit of support there. So we're here, inhaling here, exhaling here. You can bounce if you want, because it'll give you a little bit more depth in terms of the posture. And then we're going to gently take our hands back, coming into boat pose, activating the core. So I'll just face this way so you see me properly. So we're going to come here. Some of you may end up here. Your spine is straight. It's not rounded, but it's straight. Your core is engaged. Your knees are lifted. Your feet are on the mat. Your chin is parallel to the ground. Your gaze is forward. We're going to be here for 5 deep, long breaths. If you can, you're going to lift one leg at a time, place it back, lift the other leg, place it back. Remember your breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And if you have the strength, you are going to lift both your legs and be here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and then gently, slower than you want to, you're going to come to lie on your back ever so gently. So you're lying on your back. You're going to gently lift both your knees, bringing them to your chest, giving them a tight squeeze, lifting your head and release. Hands come back to the mat. Legs go all the way to the right. Left hand goes on top of the right knee. Your gaze goes back. Your right hand is stretched out, giving yourself a twist. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, twist. Your right shoulder is reaching for the mat. Even if it doesn't get there, that's just the sensation we're aiming for. The energetic movement is sufficient. And then coming back to center and twisting to the other side. Right hand comes on top of the left knee. Right hand stretched out. Gaze to your left. Inhale, elongating your spine. Exhale, twisting some more. Coming back to center. Straighten your legs. Hands come to lie alongside your body. Palms facing forward. Palms facing up. And then you are going to gently melt onto the ground, coming into your final resting pose or Savasana. You will inhale here, exhale here, coming back to your natural breath, relaxing completely, melting, merging with the universe, becoming one with the universe. You can soften your facial muscles here. You might even attempt to smile, moving the corners of your mouth. You can lie here in Shavasana for as long as you want. And when you're ready, you're going to start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And then gently come to lie on your left side of the body in a fetal position. And then use your right hand, place it on the floor, and pivot yourself up into a sitting position. Finding any comfortable sitting position. Could be here, or you could have your legs straight, depending on what works for you. Inhale, lifting your hands, release. Lift your hands, palms come to touch, hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Remember to subscribe to our channel. You can give it a thumbs up if you like, or you can give it a thumbs down. But well, hoping you'd give it a thumbs up. And please share with your network. Please comment, and please let us know how it made you feel. Thank you.